Hello, everyone. I hope we're fine today. This is Captain in the house. I'm back again. I hope everybody is doing very great. We've been talking about the reasons why people abuse drugs, and so far, so good. At the beginning of this episode, I said I'll be talking about 15 reasons why people abuse drugs because abusing of drugs in our society all over the world is the pandemic and is really destroying the society at large, especially the young ones, which is the genesis behind the book that I wrote, Race Against Drugs. I focus more on the youth that abuse drugs out of ignorance and out of so many reasons. So we've done quite a few reasons why people abuse drugs. I've talked about the ninth episode, which is a drug trafficker start to abuse drugs due to so many reasons: the peer pressure, the fast-paced lifestyle, trying to keep up the game. That's a drug trafficker abusing the drugs. And the tenth one, which is another sensitive one, is due to human trafficking, evil attitude or act. That the victim of a human trafficker was forced to start to use drugs for high performance in the evil sex trade they use the innocent girls that are kidnapped for. That was the last episode I did. And we're moving on. We've got five more to go. So for today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the 11th reasons why people tend to abuse drugs. And the 11th reason is quite common all over the world, both in developing countries and developed countries. So the 11th reason we're going to be talking about is sport enhancement. You see, different sport activities enhancement is another reason why people abuse drugs, which is the 11th episode, sport enhancement. You know, the athlete and performance enhancement drugs, and then we're going to be covering the reasons, the consequence, and the solution to the reason why people use drugs to have a high performance while they're doing sport competition. So, athlete and performance enhancing drug is the 11th episode. So, we're going to be covering three things: the reasons why they use the drug, the consequence, and the solution. So, that's what today's episode is going to be about. Sports is meant to celebrate talent, hard work, discipline, and fair competition. However, the use of drug performing enhanced drugs, which is PED, performance enhanced drug PED, has become one of the biggest threat to the integrity of sport worldwide. It's actually worldwide. From the amateur competition to international events such as the Olympic Games, the athletes continue to face pressure to perform at extraordinary level. Understanding why athletes use drugs, the danger involved, and how society can prevent this problem is very essential. So why do athletes use drugs? Why? What are the reasons behind it? So why do athletes use for performance enhancing drug? The number one reason is the desire to win. That's one of the very important reasons, the desire to win. So many athletes dream of becoming champions. The pressure to win, the medal, the trophy, and champion can tempt some athletes to seek unfair advantages. So that's the number one reason. Everybody wants to win, and then they try to use the PED, which is the performance enhancing drug. So the desire to win is one of the reasons why the athletes use drugs. Another important reason, which I would say is the second reason, is financial reward. So success in sport often brings sponsorship. If you're successful in drugs, they will sponsor you, and the sponsorship is a kind of a deal where they have to pay you. So, which is one of the financial reward. Endorsement. Some of these sports people, they sign contracts, and then prize in terms of money. So some athletes may view drug as a shortcut to financial success. So number one reason is desire to win. Number two is a financial reward. And then another reason, which I would say the third one, is pressure from coach, from the team, and the society. This is quite common as well, where the athletes experience a lot of pressure from their coach, within the team, and then the society. So athletes may feel intense pressure from coaches, even sports supporters, family members as well, or fans who expect constant success. So pressure can make athletes to start abusing drugs. So using performance enhanced drugs. That's the third reason. Another reason is most of these athletes, they can have injury. So some of them use these drugs for a faster recovery from injury. That's another reason. So some drugs are used to speed up recovery after injury, allowing athletes to return to competition sooner than they naturally would. So that's another reason. So fast recovery from injury. And the last one, let me add one more. Fear of failing behind competitors. The fear of failing behind the other competitor is another reason why the athletes were abused. So when athletes believe others are cheating, they may feel compelled to use drugs themselves to remain competitive. So living in a cheating world, because you see other people using it, and you say, okay, I might be falling behind other competitors, so let me start to abuse